everyone. This is Michael Massey, and welcome to another episode of Massey Messages. Today, we're going to wrap up the summer interns, because they're about to go back to school, one this Friday and then the other a week from that. And so we're going to talk to them about some of their experiences they had while they were in high school, college, and law school, some obstacles that they overcame, and maybe they can help another student that's out there. They're going to give their email address such that if someone needs to contact them for some level of encouragement or some assistance with applying to law school or college, then they would make themselves available to do that. So we'll start with Michael, since he seems to be always ready with his script. Tell us about an obstacle that you faced in high school and what you did to overcome it.
Okay, yeah. To be honest, I struggled academically in high school. I didn't make very good grades my junior year and senior year. I think it was honestly because I had a lack of appreciation for education. And so therefore it translated itself and was displayed as a lack of work ethic. So what I did to overcome this, and what I would tell other students, is one, when you get to high school, you want to go strong right out of the gate. So you want to build that GPA up as much as you can. So when you do have a mistake, or you do have that one class that is not fitting with you, you have a strong GPA to support you. Honestly, also, another thing is finding something that you truly have an interest in. So because you have that interest and because you like it so much, you'll work hard at it and you can develop a work ethic more naturally. And I think, that'll translate well when you go to college or military or any other facet of life, that you'll be able to apply the work ethic that you have a lot more easier to your life.
What about you, Taylor?
I would say that I did pretty well in high school, but you just have to stay motivated and know what your goals are long term. I knew I wanted to go to college, and I knew I wanted to go to a great one. And I had teachers tell me that the schools that I was applying to, I probably wasn't going to get into. You can't take the comments that these people give you and think that you're not capable of what you can do. If you have those goals and you are making the grades, then you need to go for it and not let people hold you back from your true potential.
Very good. And that happens not just in the school setting, but in other settings as well. Okay, let's talk about college. Talk about an obstacle you overcame in college and how you dealt with it.
I think that going from doing so well in high school to doing not as well in college was very eye-opening for me. And one of my biggest mistakes, I would say, is just like thinking that I knew everything, thinking that I knew what I was really getting myself into. And so my first semester at college, my load was probably way heavier than it should have been. And I thought, I could do it in high school, so maybe I could handle it in college. And you learn very quickly that that's just not the case. And so you have to be open to, maybe I need to even step down or step back a little bit in how I'm doing my classes, or talk to advisors and consider it, talk to your parents, and just don't overwork yourself too quickly in college. It's a very big adjustment in a lot of different areas, so just be ready.
Yeah, me and Taylor had a bit of a different experience when it came to college. When I got to Morehouse, that's where I actually started excelling academically. I was more interested in academics. I found a lot, but not all of myself, just meaning what I believe in, my interests, friends, what I like to learn. So I was a business major. And so in the later years of college, you start feeling the pressures of what's next? What's the next chapter? And I think college is actually the perfect place to plan for that. I think many students, or the average college students, has a lot more time on their hands than they did in high school. That's the perfect time to start reaching out to different companies, start reaching out to different grad school programs, get a mentor, and develop a plan for yourself that is tailored to your interests and what you want to do in life, honestly.
And I would say to the parents out there that's why I really pushed for him to go to Morehouse. If you have a son that has exceptional potential but is not developing that way, or appears he's not developing that way, but it's there, Morehouse College is an ideal place because it breeds excellence. And it says to the students every day that you are capable of doing anything. And so if you have a son that may not appear to be doing as well and doesn't seem as excited about school as you think he should be, Morehouse is a place you really want to consider because it brings out so much excellence, and you can research the school and see what they develop, and you would be very pleased. All right, so let's talk about law school.
Law school, I've been doing pretty well, but I would say my biggest obstacle has just been allowing everything in my situation to weigh down on me. And so what I mean by that is, just the rigorousness of law school and feeling like you've been in school forever, new responsibilities as an adult with bills, new independency, moving to a different city, all those types of things, they weigh on me, and they have weighed on me heavily to the past where I have psyched myself out and I question whether I should be in the program that I'm currently in. And that still happens to me to this day. I found the best solution for that is recommitting myself over and over again to this cause and realizing how far I've come and summing all of it up to, an increasing and a rising potential that I have to be successful. I think that something you can do that is more tangible is go find a supporter. Go find someone, and my thing is finding a supporter who is in the same situation as you or has gone through the same experiences that you are currently going through. Seek them out. Go seek out the people that you look up to, talk to them, and bring up the issues that you have, because more often than not, they will relate.
And I would agree with that. I think that for law school, it's just a different type of graduate program. It's a different type of rigor that you're talking about. And having people that support you is a big deal. It makes a difference in how you can concentrate on your work, because you just need that person that you can just kind of call to and release and vent about how difficult things are, and they can encourage you. And I always say that my friends are all women of power. They're all doing different things. They're all go-getters, and we love to chase after our goals, and we go and achieve them. But you gotta have those people around you because they make a difference, because we all struggle in different ways. So we all come to each other and we'll say, stuff just is not working out today. Stuff is just not going in my favor today. And then we can all connect and we can circle and we can get back in that mentality and recommit, as MJ said, to going after what we want. And I'm always so big on mental health. I tell people that your mental health is always important. If you need that type of support, you gotta go find it. In law school, they just aren't gonna baby you anymore. They're not gonna hold your hand. If you need something, you have to go find it for yourself more than likely. But it's important, and you gotta check in with yourself and know something's off with me. I need to handle this, and then maybe I can go back to my studies, because you're going to realize that if you don't handle your emotions or whatever's going on in your life, you're not going to be able to focus on your studies at that point.
All right, so who gets a degree next year?
I get a degree next year, actually. I get my JD next May.
Very good. So you'll be studying for the bar when?
I will start studying mid-May up until July.
All right, and then the following year, that'll be 2022, then both of you will graduate again. So.
Yeah, and so I'll graduate with my JD and my MBA.
And I will graduate with my MBA as well.
For sure.
All right, so let's talk about how the summer has been working in the family business.
It's been good. I feel like I've learned a lot. I say this every time, but every time we come back for a summer, I feel like I know more. I can apply more of the legal education that I'm getting at school, and I just understand things because I feel like I'm getting more well-rounded. And now I'm getting more well-rounded in a few areas. We're doing property tax law, we're doing personal injury, we're doing criminal, and I think I found another field that I want to do along with my immigration goals. But I definitely think that it's been going well in the context of education. But I also have found a little bit of something for myself. When I go into courtrooms, I'm not always treated as, an intern at a legal firm. the first thing they see is my skin. And so whether I have on a suit or not, they're going to approach me as such. And so that's another thing that I've learned and I've decided to take with me, that I want to encourage as many black students out there to start joining the legal force, whether you're in the prosecution, whether you're doing defense, whether you want to be a police officer. I think you should go for that, and don't let anyone tell you because it is the criminal justice system that you don't need to be involved, because I think we do.
And I would agree as well. I think I've learned a lot in terms of hard skills, in terms of running a small law firm, being a sole proprietor. There's many things that go into running a firm on your own. And you think that just doing the legal stuff is hard, but then you got to work on the business too. So there's a lot going on here in terms of management. There's a lot of things that I've just noticed and will take with me on the chance that I want to open my own practice too. I think that in terms of challenges that I've realized is that being a woman and being in the courtroom is going to be a challenge probably every day. People just don't look at women attorneys as they look at males. And I think that I too would go out and encourage women to get into the field, to put on a suit and go in court. I loved mock trial in law school. I will be in a courtroom in a couple of years. And I want to be able to walk in and people take me just as seriously as my brother.
All right, sounds like we had a good summer. Thanks, everybody, and we'll see you soon for the next Massie Message. And make sure you hit like and stay with us. Take care.